days that we've been lifting. This will be a combination of both strength-based movements as well as mobility. I'm super passionate about this kind of training because it's not only about gaining flexibility and gaining your strength, it's about combining the two together. So we're building strength in all ranges of motion. So this workout will feel a little bit different. I really encourage you to listen to your body, take breaks when needed, ditch the ego lifting. This workout is not about going as heavy as you can. This is about zeroing into your mind to body connection, really feeling the muscles, bringing that intention into your body, as well as opening up your body in a kind of different way. So I'm super excited to hop into this with you all. Let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start by just bringing some blood flow into the upper and lower body and just getting the limbs moving. So I like to start with a nice deep breath in. Bringing those arms overhead, doing a little hold at the top. We're gonna grab that right wrist, pull all the way up, reach over to that corner, lengthening through the lats for 4, 3, 2, bring it to center, and then we switch other side. Grab wrist, pull up, and reach over for 4, 3, 2, back to center. From here, let both elbows pull back as you open up your chest for 3, 2, and then we're gonna continue that rotation. Just starting to bring some blood flow into the shoulders and back for another 8, another 4, 3, 2, reverse, back to front. And now if we want to make this a little more active, we can grab our band, do that same thing. If you want to focus on your shoulder mobility, a little more. We're going to move on to just some basic movement patterns, some hinges and squats. We'll start with our hinge. Hinge, you want the feet right into the hips. I like to place my hands on the hips. We're just going to push the bum back, push the hips back, keeping a straight spine, and then bring it all the way up. So again, push back to the hips, my spine stays straight, my chest is lifted, then all the way back. I want to think of pushing my hips back as far as possible. When I get to that point, think of opening up the glutes and then squeeze from under the glutes to bring it all the way up. So inhale down, exhale all the way up. Squats, we're just going to open up the hips a little more. So hold on to anything that you need to for support. And we're just going to do a few swings going front to back. Just again, bringing blood flow into those hips. Grab about 20 seconds here. And then once we're feeling good, we're going to face the front of our support. And you're going to open in to out. And one more. And then from here, same thing other side. Just starting to open and close, front to back. And then from here, same thing to the side. We're going to go into some squats. So hands in at the chest, feet shoulder width apart, full foot contact with the ground. We're going to go all the way down, pushing the bum back, bending those knees, and then squeeze all the way up. Inhale down, exhale up. We're just getting some air squats here. Just again, bringing more blood flow into the body. All right, from here, now that we're a little bit more warm, we're going to get a little more dynamic into things. So we're going to move into our seated good morning. This is going to focus on your hips. It's also going to work a little bit of your core and your glutes, but the goal here, open up, strengthen, and mobilize those hips. So we're going to start legs as wide as you can. You're going to push your knees out. We're going to keep that chest lifted, shoulders back, neutral spine, spine stays straight. From here, we're going to lean forward with the chest, push the bum back. You're gonna feel tension at the hips. You want it to go as far forward as you can while keeping a straight spine. And then from there, when you cannot get any more forward, you're gonna squeeze your bum, bring it all the way up to neutral. Again, inhale all the way down. Exhale all the way up. Now if you wanna make this harder before adding a weight, bring your arms behind your head. That will bring a little bit more load, your body weight forward with you, making it a little harder. Once we feel good there, I usually just start with one set body weight. Going all the way forward, all the way up, about 6 to 10 reps. Once I feel kind of open here, I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. Grab it whenever you feel ready to progress. So again, nothing too crazy. This is 15 pounds. I would start with a 10 or a 5 and then build up from there. So bum back, chest forward, all the way up to squeeze. Some of my clients prefer to have it behind their back. You do whatever version works for you. I personally like that rep. Really pushing the knees out as we bring the chest forward, opening up the glutes and then squeezing the glutes. So right at the bottom point here, I feel a ton of tension at my hips, which is what we're going for. We got 5 more. 4. We're gonna open up the hips a little bit more in our loaded lotus. So lotus is a little squat. So it's our deepest range of motion squat. I like to just start body weight first. So just start with a few sways. If you feel uncomfortable here, here's where I like to grab onto something to support me. So either a bench, pole, whatever works for you. I like to use a cable machine. But you're gonna grab here. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add little sways one side to the other while you focus on bringing the chest up, pushing the hips down and opening the knees up. So it'll feel a little uncomfortable. You should feel tension at your hips. That's the point. You're just gonna sway from one side over to the other, just trying to open up those hips. Once you've done that for about 10 to 15 seconds, maybe a little longer if your body needs that, we're just gonna hold and try to push those hips down, raise the chest up, push those knees back is the goal here. Now once we feel confident there, we're gonna grab a little load. Do that exact same thing in our loaded lotus. So here I have a 15-pound dumbbell with me, which is gonna help to open up my body a little bit more. When I hold this for an extended amount of time, it tells my body that it's safe in this range of motion, that it's okay to be here, and it allows me to build more strength at this end range of motion. It's challenging, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but it's what we need. So we're gonna hold for about 20 to 30 seconds here. Stand up and just add a little sway my hips one side to the other, just to release that tension. From here, we're gonna get a little more active. We're gonna heel toe the knees out a little bit, and we're going to start to open up those inner thighs a little more. So bending one leg, feeling that stretch on the inside, up and over to our other side. Spend about 10 to 20 seconds here. You want to keep a flat back. If you can't touch the ground, no stress. Just bring the body up and just open one side to the other for another 4, 3, 2. From here, we're going to open up the outside of our hips, your glutes a little bit more in a dynamic pigeon pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand. You're going to bring one heel and knee onto the bench. If this feels crazy, you can also modify by moving the bench up a little bit and finding a height that feels more accessible to you. So I can come up all the way here, or if I built that range of motion, I can keep it down lower. You listen to your body. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with this back knee. So you're gonna bring it down. I should feel a slight stretch over here, as much as you can. The knee does not need to touch the ground. And then extend up. So inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I'm feeling a lot of tension at this glute, and then in my right hip flexor. The more I push my shoulders back and drive that right hip forward, the more hip I get, the more I bring my body forward and put pressure on this side, the more glutes I get. So you can kind of cater it to your body and where your body's feeling a little more tight and sore. I like to do about 8 to 12 reps of just a little knee tap down, a little bend, and extend. From there, we switch sides. Taking your time. All right. From there, we're going to open the fronts of our hips a little more. So we're going to start in a little couch stretch, like so. If you want to put a mat under your knee, I have to suggest that. We're going to start with our arms right in front. We're going to open up our thoracic spine. So taking a deep breath in. We're going to look at that hand as it goes all the way back. Nice twist. Exhale. Bring it forward. Again for 2, 3, 4. From here, we're going to move our hips forward. So we're going to get a little deeper into that hip flexor, and then we're going to bring it all the way back to standing, or upright, not standing. Again, all the way forward, all the way back. If we feel quite confident here, we've done this for quite a while, we want to make it a little bit more dynamic and active, we can grab a dumbbell. What this dumbbell does, it adds load, making us get a little deeper into our range of motion, but also requiring more muscle to get deeper as well as to come back up. So, whenever you feel ready, you can add a dumbbell if your heart desires, or you can just keep body weight. And we're going to keep that going for another 4, another 3, 2, 1 more. All right, so let's switch sides. So to get out of that, I bring that knee down, place that one leg down. I'm going to curl my other toe up, put that foot flat down. We're ready. I'm open, watch the hand as it goes back. Exhale to close. And the more that I'm actively trying to squeeze my glute and push my hips forward, the more active and dynamic this stretch gets. So you listen to your body, but if you're able to squeeze the hips and push them forward, please do. 3 more. To our forward to back rock, or a little couch stretch lunge. So we're making it active. And then from here, option to grab that dumbbell if your heart desires, or just keep the body weight. Listen to your body, do what your body needs. But yes, this warm-up does feel like a workout already, and I'm already a little bit dying, but it's great and it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna feel so good once we're done. You're almost there. Another 4. 3, 2. Whew. Okay. The lower body should be warm. We got one more stretch we're going to do. This next stretch is to open up our inner thighs a little bit more, but also to build strength there, because we're going to be tapping into that area quite a bit today. So what we're going to do, start body weight. To feel confident body weight, grab a leg dumbbell. We're going to bring our leg, start with it at the front. You want to find your diagonal, right on the side. Slightly back and start to lean into this knee. Now you're going to feel stretch on the inner thigh here. You might feel tension at that hip. That's what we're going for. Again, all the way forward to up. 3. And then we'll switch other side. I'm going to give you a side view for this one. So again, bring that leg to the front, find that angle, Bum pushes back slightly. I'm leaning into this knee, opening up that hip. Body's upright, all the way up to squeeze. Inhale down, exhale. From here, we're almost done our warm-up, I promise. We're just gonna get the upper body a little bit more warm, specifically worrying about our shoulder blades, so our scapula. But we're going to start with just a few cat-cows, so taking a deep breath and rounding the back. All the way up, and then exhale. All the way down, ready for it, please. From here, we're going to mobilize the shoulders a little more. Again, up. Rotate to the side when I get to the side. Palms start to come up. Bring them to the back. All the way up. All the way down. If this feels impossible, just all the way as much as you can to all the way up. Slowly build up your mobility into being able to go all the way up and around. Last one. The last exercise is our Superman lat pull down. We're gonna come all the way up, pull all the way back, all the way forward, release. All the way back. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, knees push towards you, arms push away from you, and that's going to create tension in the core. So placing those hands in, deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to push. 8. Release, bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do that 4 more times. Hips should be active. From here, welcome to your first exercise. So we're going to start with a little chest press. Your arms are going to press all the way up with 2 heavy dumbbells in hand. Inhale down. We start legs up, which is going to take away the stability of your legs on your ground, making your hips and your core have to work more. If you feel confident chest pressing here, you're going to lower to your hollow hold. My one rule that is so important: low back stays on the ground. Keep that contact. Let's go. We're going for 8 to 12 reps. Core should be felt, chest should be felt. From here we have our sit-up to shoulder press. So we're going to rack those dumbbells in. You're going to go full sit-up. When we get to that sit-up, press legs all the way up, rack it in, all the way down. Again, 8 to 12 reps. Let's get it. this is going to be is the baseline for our legs. Your goal is to go up and over here. So we're going to start with our legs on one side. Spine stays up as tall as you can. If you need to place your hands down for support, do what you need. We're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, up and over, then other side. Up and over. Then we go back. So once we feel good there, and we don't need the hands, same thing. Up and over. I want you to really try to keep the legs straight. And I like to place my hands on my tummy so that I can engage it every time my leg comes up. We're here for 30 seconds. Posture, pelvic floor, my dancers, you mean things. Okay, another 4, 3, 2, we're gonna do one more, each side. Next. All right, from here we're moving into a Copenhagen side plank, so this is where we're gonna bring our bench back out. We also do wanna have a mat for your elbow. So I'm gonna start most beginner, progress to most advanced. Most beginner. This type of plank is so good for your knee stability, knee strength, knee resilience, your back, your pelvic floor, inner thighs. It works a little bit of everything, and it is one of my favorite exercises right now to do. Take it easy, listen to your body, progress properly, build your foundation properly. So we're starting by lifting the hips up. You're pushing through that bottom knee and elbow. Once I feel solid here, all I'm going to do is get this inner thigh a little more involved. So I'm gonna not lift this leg up, but I'm gonna keep that foot down and just lift the knee so that I feel a little more pressure in this inner thigh, and then release. Exhale, inhale. Once I feel confident there, we're gonna tap it up and then tap it down. Exhale, inhale. Once I feel confident there, you're holding it up the whole time. We have 20 seconds on each side. 20 to 40 technically. Make sure you're lifting up through the hips. A lot of people cave here. Don't do that. Oh, okay. Same thing, other side. Same progressions. So again, load up through here. Start with just the knee tap. Once you feel confident, whole leg tap. Once we're solid, hold it all the way up nicely. From here we have our plank pull through with a push-up. So this focuses on keeping that core stable and shoulders stay in one line. What we're gonna do here is you're in a plank. You're gonna have one dumbbell to the side of your body. We're gonna grab from underneath the body, pull through, place that hand down. Grab, pull through, place down. Notice how my legs are a little wider, so I have a little more support. Once I feel confident there, we add a push-up. Modify the push-up at any point that you need by placing those knees down, or something in between, a full push-up and modified. You keep the knees up, drop them at the bottom, help them get you up. 10 more seconds. Going to strengthen our lats, our back muscles, your core, your hip flexors, a little bit of everything I can do. So we're going to start with a medium dumbbell. You're going to hold it in your hands. The heavier the better. So once you feel confident here, get that weight up. But you want to support yourself on your shoulder blades. So I'm not over here on my shoulders. I'm not on my low back. I'm right at my mid back for my ladies. Right where like your sports bra ends, that should all be on the bench. We're gonna start with that dumbbell in hand. We're gonna start with just the arm pull over. So we're gonna start by tucking that pelvis under, bracing our core. Inhale, reach all the way back, lengthening through your lat muscles. Exhale, all the way up. Once we feel confident here, you're going to add a knee drive. So exhale, as we come in, inhale, Open, lengthen through the mats. The more my arms go back, the more that we're going to get here. Inhale as we open. Exhale as we close. We're here for 30 seconds. Keep it going at your own pace. Inhale, and make sure you're not relaxing the neck here. You want to keep it up. It's a part of your spine. Keep it engaged. All right, so that's all the round one. We start with our hollow chest press. We then move into our dumbbell shoulder press with the sit-up, dumbbell up and overs, Copenhagen side plank, and then our arm pull over with that knee drive in. You're gonna go through that 3 to 5 times, progressively upping your weight if you can, focusing on that mind and muscle connection, and using the core as much as possible. So again, this is not an ego lifting workout. You really wanna take the time to progress yourself up properly. So find a weight that feels good for you, a little bit out of your comfort zone. However, we're still able to maintain all of your proper form and all of the cues that I provided for each exercise. Let's move on to round 2. I'm gonna target a little bit more of the legs, shoulders, get the body a little bit more involved. What we're going to start with is our sumo squat. So we're gonna focus on a straddle sumo squat so that we're focused on building our range of motion, at deeper range of motion. So we're gonna work our inner thighs, glutes, quads will work, hold it, everything. We're gonna start in a nice wide base, so sumo position. Sumo, waterline shoulder width apart. You want your toes facing the front 2 corners of your own personal square. I'm gonna start by pushing my hips back, bringing my shoulder blades back, getting my hips nice and low. We're gonna bring it all the way up. What we're gonna do here, inhale, down, exhale, up. I'm just gonna switch this grip because that offers my wrist. We're here for 8 to 12 reps. We're gonna take it down slow and focus on power as we drive. That same movement, but we're gonna hinge it. So this is our sumo deadlift, which will target a little more of that posterior side, so the glutes, still tapping into your inner thighs, and then the outer thigh muscles as well. So we're going to start same positioning of your legs, sumo base, and then what we're gonna do from there, this one's all in the hips. So that last squat, we push our hips back, it was all in the knees, bending and stretching the knees. This one, we have a slight bend at the knee, we're gonna push those hips all the way back, really opening up the glutes at the back here and then squeezing from under the glutes to bring it all the way up. So we'll bring one dumbbell all the way up and move into that. Inhale, dumbbell right under you. You want to keep it more under you than you want to because a lot of people feel this in their low backs and that's because the dumbbell's up there. Keep it right under your hips. Really pushing our knees out here as the bum goes back. All right, our last exercise that we're going to be doing in this round is an overhead press with the power of our legs and core sustains. So there's 2 ways that we can do this depending on how heavy you want to go and what your intentions are. If your legs are dead from the sumo squats and the deadlifts, you're going to do a push press. If you still got something a little bit lighter, you're going to do a squat thrust. The base for both remains the same. 2 dumbbells will be racked up. We're going to inhale, drive the hips back. This is your squat thrust. So you are tapping into a shallow squat. And then we're going to thrust those dumbbells overhead using the power of our legs and core to get those dumbbells up. A push press, less range of motion, a little more upper body heavy. So it's a slight bend in the knees. In the squat thrust, our hips go back. This one, we stay right on top of the hips. And we're going to get these dumbbells all the way up, rack it in, reset, repeat. I would also base this choice on how sore you are. If the lower body day killed you, your legs are feeling a lot, do the push press. If you want more legs, squat thruster. So I'll show you the 2. We're gonna start with the squat thrust. I'm gonna do 5 of both. You choose which one you want to do for your body and how to do it today. So we got 2 dumbbells up, we squat, take a deep breath into the bottom, exhale, up nice and fast. Slow down. Versus our push press, which we just go here, inhale, all right, that is our power core round. You're gonna go back to those 3 exercises and repeat 8 to 12 reps of each of them 3 to 5 times there. And then from there, we're gonna finish with our cables. All right, from here we're gonna move into our cable round. So we're gonna work our core while we stabilize it in active movement. So we're gonna start with a Palette press. We want a nice stable base. So you want your feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knee. Core is gonna turn on immediately. You're gonna start with your hands, not your chest. We will have a cable for this. But what we're going to do is you're gonna take a deep breath in. All that's happening is you're bringing your arms right out in front of the chest and then bringing it right back in. But because we're going to add a load to this, you're gonna feel your obliques on the side here power up depending on what side we're doing. So what will happen again, from the side, deep breath in, exhale, all the way forward, inhale as we bring it back. Once we add the cable, it looks like so. So you want a nice medium weight, something that you can handle. Deep breath in, exhale, pull it in front, so I'm feeling it right here. You should not be able to take your hand off, and then bring it right back. Deep breath in, that's 2. And the longer I comes out, the more I'm working. Work. Then we switch other side, same thing. You want to keep the same distance away, so it's nice and equal on both sides. You're going to grab with one arm and our opposite leg is going to be up. So it's going to work our back, our core, and a little bit of the glutes, but we're going to focus on stabilizing our core in these movements. So we're going to start by bringing ourselves a little further away from that base so that we can have a fully extended arm without it catching like so. So we're going to retract that shoulder. From here, belly button tucked into the spine, shoulder blades are nice and engaged. We're going to lift that back foot up. If we don't feel solid, you can always keep that foot down for support. We're gonna take a deep breath in. As you exhale, row it to the shoulder, little hold. Inhale, release all the way out. Again, we're gonna 8 to 12 breaths. From here, we're gonna get a little more active into our side body. So I'm gonna show you this body weight first, and then from there I'll show you the option to add the cable. Cable is not necessary here. Focus on body weight first. Once you feel super solid here, then we'll add in the cable. So we're gonna start in another bottom side plank, extending those top limbs all the way up. Lengthen your fingertips and toes. Inhale as we exhale. Elbow comes into knee. Inhale, release all the way up. So we're stabilizing with this side, but we're going to work our lats and glutes on the upper side. So, again, getting really confident here, 8 to 12 on each side. Once we feel super confident, we're gonna add the cable. So this one, I keep super light. I also prefer to grab like so for this one. So I actually take off the handle and I grab like so, just make sure that your hands don't get too close, so that they don't get hurt at all. But we're gonna start a little bit further away so that does not happen. We're gonna start by lifting through that bottom side. Deep breath in. As we exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen nice and strong. Again, elbow to knee, I'm not extending all the way, just the elbow. Inhale, release, exhale. Then we'll switch sides. Grab a straight bar like so, and we're gonna lock her in. For this exercise, we want medium weight, so we're gonna bring that weight slightly up. From here, we're going to take our arm pull over and add a little reverse crunch. So we're gonna start a little further away. We're gonna grab from under. Stay out. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, hands pull into the ankles, knees into the chest. Inhale, lengthen, nice and strong. Low back stays glued to the ground at all times.